You can be, do, or have anything you want. All right. You can be, do, or have anything you want. I got to put this here again. It's up to you to create it. It's up to you to step into the identity, a version of yourself who has those things. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Let's get it. Party Peeps, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. Today's topic is it is not the strategy. It's your identity, okay? We're gonna get into it on today. Before we do, if you are new here and you don't know what we do, we talk all things premium courses, whether it be online or face-to-face, as well as how to start to take your life experiences, your expertise, your knowledge, and start to package them into premium courses as well as luxury mentorship and coaching brands. If that is something that interests you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop and we can hang out live. I love answering your questions. Okay, let's get into today's topic. It's not the strategy. It is likely your identity. A lot of the work that I do inside of my mentorship programs, which is pro tip, by the way, why I go so hard for mentorship, not just putting together courses, not just developing products and services, but actually putting the mentoring piece into your courses, into your coaching programs, because they help you to go deeper with the people that you are supposed to be serving, okay? Mentorship is super important for me. Here's the thing about it. There have been, and I'll tell you, I guess, a story to kind of connect some of the strategy that we're going to talk about today, but also this identity shift that needs to happen a lot of times. I have had clients that have come to me who have been focused on creating courses and services and products for 2 years, 3 years, and they couldn't figure out why they couldn't get it to work. A lot of times it was never really the strategy piece. Like, yeah, they needed some help with the marketing piece and those sorts of things, but it was more their identity that needed to shift. Okay, so if you are trying to right now force a strategy, as they like to say, forcing a round peg into a square hole, okay, and it feels like it's not working despite your most deepest efforts, okay, and the unlimited attempts that you have been making, it's likely that you need to start to focus on the identity shift. And this is where, like I said at the top of this, mentorship comes into play, because it's not just about the strategy. Having a mentor will help you start to see the areas and the gaps between what you're currently doing, the actions that you're currently taking, and that version of yourself that you see yourself becoming, right? Like, there's a gap there sometimes, a lot of times. And I've been there too, which is why I hire mentors, I hire coaches all the time. I keep a mentor, okay? Because it's so important to me. What's going on, IG? I see you on as well. I appreciate you guys for being here too. By the way, if you're watching this on the Jump First Academy YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification, and send this to somebody who needs to hear it on today. And so mentorship is super important. Now, the other piece of this that I want to put here is the reason you start a business in the first place. Okay, again, this is for my folks who feel like I'm trying all the strategies, I'm trying all the things, or there's this thing that I know that I'm supposed to be doing, but I can't quite overcome the fear that I feel in order to step into it, in order to actually do it, because maybe I'm caring so much about what other people are going to think about me, fear of judgment, fear of failure. What if I put myself out there, right? Or I feel like maybe I don't have all the resources that I need right now to make it happen. And so I got to gather everything first in order to take the first step. You already know, especially if you are not new here, you know I'm going to tell you that that is not the truth. And no matter how many times you hear me say that or hear anybody else say that, the issue and the reason that you feel like it might not be getting through, the issue isn't in the strategy. It's not in the motivation. It's not in the inspiration. It's in your identity. You have to shift to the person, that version of you, okay, who has the things that you are who already has the things that you are going after right now. Does that make sense? What's going on, Pastora Miss Claudiente? I hope I pronounced that correctly. I feel like I was about to get my Spanish accent on, but let me know where it is that you are watching from. Onair, hello. It's good to see y'all on this morning. And so I needed to bring that, like, you started the business that you started not to continue to try to push a strategy or push an agenda You didn't start it for you. It's not about you. Let's just put this here in some tough love, okay? It's not about you. It's about the people that you're supposed to be serving. So a lot of times when I have clients come to me, sometimes that fear of judgment, of them not wanting to post on social media, not wanting to put themselves out there, not wanting to start to market, okay, it comes from a place of not the strategy, but the identity. So what happens is usually around about week 3 of us working together, no matter how much they hated social media or never wanted to post, like they start finding themselves stepping outside of that comfort zone and doing different things because of the identity shift. It's not even the strategy, it's the identity shift that happens. And they find themselves doing things that they never thought they would do, okay? And sometimes never thought that they could bring themselves to do. Not that they didn't think it was possible for them, okay? But that they couldn't bring themselves to do. This is the type of thing that starts to happen when you start to shift identity. You have to step into a new version of yourself. The version of you that has the things that you actually want is not the strategy, y'all. A lot of times it's the identity. That's the first piece that we have to work on. And if you are one of my clients, okay, one of my students, one of my mentees, then you already know how I subtly work those things in there, okay? Like the identity shift that has to happen. And it starts from day 1 inside of my programs. We identity shift from day 1, okay? When we start creating launch goals, when we start, like one example is I have my students and clients write their launch goals as already done. Is done, okay? Because you need to shift identity into, again, the version of yourself who already has the thing that you actually want. You can be, do, or have anything you want, all right? You can be, do, or have anything you want. I got to put this here again. It's up to you to create it. It's up to you to step into the identity, a version of yourself who has those things, who already is those things, okay? And that's just it. And then when you do that, when you shift identity, again, the habits will follow, the actions will follow, the behaviors will follow, all right? But you have to shift the identity. Not so much mindset, it's your identity, because the mindset will follow the identity as well. If you want to learn more about the psychology behind putting yourself out there, starting to create products and services that impact people globally, specifically courses, coaching programs, mentorship programs, then you can get started at jumpfirstacademy.org. There you're going to see a free training, and it'll teach you a little bit more in depth about the strategy required to do this, but also the identity shift. And again, the psychology behind why we're doing it and exactly the steps you need to take to get it done specific to you. You're also going to find free resources over there that will help you implement immediately, as well as paid resources. The path is yours to take, okay, to choose. So you choose between free resources, paid resources. Either way it goes, get started at jumpfirstacademy.org. You got to change something. You got to do something different, okay? Step outside your comfort zone today. Take the risk, all right? And just step into who you were created to be in the first place. Remember, it's not about you. It's about the people that you are meant to serve. That will help you continue to show up in new and bold ways. I love y'all so much. I hope this is helpful, and I'll catch y'all back here tomorrow. Have an amazing day.